My friend.
Welcome to the show. Oh yeah. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Okay. Everybody, it's time for the show. 2 count, we about that go. Best in the Midwest, and we up next. Go and ring the bell rep, cause here we go. Comedy meets wrestling. Yeah, we doing our own thing. Squared circle and a microphone. 2 count on everything. Can you smell what we're cooking now? Other shows, they ain't got that style profile. And while we strut on raised with 2 fingers up, JR, Big Ace, Tommy 2, they something else. This show be dynamite. Next level, top shelf. I'm like, ah. Welcome to the show. 2 count. Welcome to the show.
Hey everybody, hello and happy Tuesday to you all. Please filter in.
Hey, look, me and you are not muted.
Well,
But
I
those two
unmuted.
are.
I unmuted myself.
What the hell?
But those
Yeah,
two,
it
it's
happens
so weird.
because the stupid thing, and whatever. We go through this every week.
We're doing things on the internet.
Hey, you guys.
It's awesome to see all of you. Tom Chilstrom and I just
Hi,
back.
Tina. Wait, Tina's here. She's the best.
Oh,
Everyone
hey, Tina.
acknowledge Tina's presence. Hello, Tina.
Oh, shit. Wrestling shows are getting going, guys. The spring. I had my first one this last weekend, which means we're going to start seeing Tina a whole lot more as spring and summer
Yeah.
comes.
Boo, 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 boo.
We just say Tom Chilstrom and I are freshly back from an awesome trip to Bismarck, North Dakota, where, we had a fun time at that show, and we did well. And then we drove back in this 6 or 7 inches of snow that they did not predict. But yeah.
In typical Dakota style, fucking snow came in out of nowhere, like an RKO. And then by the time we got to Jamestown, though, we were over it. It was supposed to come all the way through the cities and stuff, but then apparently it dropped lower. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So my first hour going down to Monroe, Iowa. So basically from Rochester till the Diamond Joe's Casino was a fucking shit show, dude. Sucked. After that, it was fucking great. By the time I got to Monroe, it's like 50 and it didn't even snow here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tina, we're doing all right. I don't know. I guess we're doing all right.
Fantastic. I'm mad at Lane. He's an asshole, but I'm fantastic.
stop
And
calling
wait,
him an asshole.
so Chat GPT hasn't fixed it yet.
Fuck him and
Hey.
ChatGPT.
I'm just saying.
ChatGPT can't make him not an asshole.
Welcome, everybody. What's this,
What's up,
Boshi
everybody?
boy?
Hey, Boshi.
It's the absolute best
This is
internet wrestling talk.
This
right
is
here.
it's internet wrestling talk for people who like wrestling, but also like people just roasting each other like 90% of the time.
Yes,
I'm
there
gonna be
will be
nice
some foul
to
language.
everyone
that's
on
fine.
this show tonight. Thank you.
What?
I'm gonna be nice to Tom all night.
Oh no, it can't
Ooh,
happen.
Hold on. Is this like a Lent thing where you just feel bad and so you
No,
got?
it's just for one day. Calm down. I'm just mad at Lane, and I can't be mad at 2 people at once.
Sure you can.
No, because then if I'm mad at Tom, I'll be mad at Lane, and I gotta make sure I direct my anger in the right place.
I mean, come on.
Well,
I honestly, I would rather have you be mad at me than you be mad at Lane.
Okay, first of all, quit licking his wiener, Tom. All right, we don't have time.
I'm
for
not
that.
doing that.
Quit
Well, yes,
licking
it's
his
wrestling
wiener.
and comedy. That's
that-
always what we're about.
We don't have
that
time
right
for
there, that right there was a nice burn.
Quit licking his.
That old wiener licker, Tom Chilstrom.
Dan, are you asking me
That's-
if I'm drunk? I was drunk last Tuesday. I've not been drunk.
Is that Tom's finish? The old wiener lick,
Give him a good old wiener licking.
I
or
don't
is that
like
the
In the
signature
parking
move?
lot
Which
of
one
a
is it?
bar.
I don't like how this is going already.
Well,
I tried to be nice to you.
you probably should have shut your mouth.
Oh, no, I'm not drinking this year, Dan.
Not the whole year.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
that's right. It was
Really?
one of the New Year's
Not
resolutions.
even on March
Drinking.
21st?
I haven't drank since September.
Well, congratulations.
So, what was the problem exactly? Was it just you being an outright bitch, and you're just like, I can't be this anymore, so I'm done drinking, or what?
Mostly.
You also
Okay, let me ask you that.
Drinking has made me more of a bitch, though, I think. Maybe
but
I
let me-
should drink.
Let me ask you this though. Physically, do you feel like way better health wise?
Hey, Clint.
No.
never saw Jujutsu Kaisen.
I feel not hungover. I mean, that's lovely, but
I mean, that is great. What's up, Clint?
hi, Clint.
Clint
Good to
Dye,
see-
everybody, one of the premier photographers in all pro wrestling, right there.
Hell yeah, it was good to see Clint Saturday down at the Madhouse School. We had a good time, guys. We had a real nice little time, man. First of all, we packed
He's
a little.
a minor. Those are the
Maybe.
best times to drink when you're a minor.
All right, I don't know if we need to have Bashi
You
Boy.
can't get a DUI.
You're
You
a
can't really
minor.
go to jail. Honestly, I would be getting drunk as a minor, and I would stop when I'm 21 if I were you. But
I mean, we should have really probably
What time-
waited to go
well,
as
wait.
far, but
So
you
wait,
know.
how old is Bashi?
He's a minor.
How old were you guys? Yeah, but we all drank as minors. How old were you guys when
I
you had your
was
first
16.
drink?
I was 16.
You had your first drink at 16?
my
Tom?
mom let me drink a fuzzy navel with her when I was like 10.
Yeah, I had like a wine cooler though when I was
Yeah.
8. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
but
that
too.
explains a lot.
But
Tom.
like,
I got problems now, baby.
let's skip those ones. Let's go like
Oh,
where
What
you
the-
were
what-
actually like you actually sought it out behind your parents. You know what I mean?
14.
I was 16.
Bashi boy, what country
Yeah,
are
I
you
was
watching
15.
from?
Yeah, we always love to know where everybody's watching from. So yeah, you said it's legal drinking at 18. That's my
Hey,
kind of
Tom.
country.
Sip of wine at 7, you lush.
First of all, that's pretty actually, actually, because I had communal wine when I was like 12 too. So like there's also that.
Religious wine doesn't count.
Yeah, that don't count.
What? Whoa, what?
Isn't that like
Come on.
Jesus' blood or
It's
something?
Yeah, that's just some dude's blood. That don't count.
Yeah.
Oh, Colombia. Very nice.
Yeah.
It only counts if you were fucking doing beer bongs of Jesus' blood.
I got lit as fuck off of that priest, bruh. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
man, let me get some of them body of Christ to follow this shit up, homie. I'm
I
hungry.
gave him a sip. Hell yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing too. Like, I don't know a single person because upper Midwest in the US. I mean, we're right across the border is Wisconsin. So that those people have been drinking forever and a day with their folks. So I don't know a single person who didn't get a drink somewhere along the line from a parent.
In Wisconsin, you're allowed to just drive. You're just allowed to.
You can bring your kid to the bar with you and the kid can drink at
Yeah.
any age as
Yeah.
long as they're with
I
the
love
parent.
Canada. I've never been, but I love Canada.
Canada.
First blonde Whitney they've ever seen. Okay.
Honestly, most of
very
the
nice,
guys
villain.
are brunettes and they're fat, and I don't want to be either one of those things.
The villain, the three guys on the show are in Minnesota in various spots, and then Whitney is in Illinois.
Yeah.
Wants eight slices of pizza. Okay. All right, Bashi. All right.
I don't feel
That's
comfortable in here with a bunch of children. You guys know how I get during these pods.
Well, villain ain't a children.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
villain's
13.
okay.
He's a teenager.
he-
Okay. 13's a teenager. You're right.
No,
You're
not
right.
villain. Bashi
Fuck
boy.
that
Is,
shit.
Bashi is from
13.
Colombia and 13. Villain has been trained. So just
Okay.
out of curiosity, villain, what if you had some promotions you've wrestled with?
Stomach's the void. Hell yeah. Yeah, welcome to the world of fat guys. All three of us dudes on here are way too big. So we understand that stomach's the void stuff.
See, villain is not a children.
I'm a villain too, villain.
We get it. You're not child.
Say that
I
10
do like
times
that spelling though with the 2 1s in there. Hell yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
All right, hey, let's get into it. Did you guys watch Chamber?
Yes.
The only spoiler, because I was thinking, right? We have the show at the school; those are usually earlier start time, so maybe I could watch Chamber. But yeah, then 3.5 hour drive home, that didn't happen. So I watched it the next morning, but I also woke up, and the first thing I see on my phone is just Seth freaking Rollins' baby from Whitney, and I was like, all right, cool,
Yeah.
got to return.
Oh,
What else is gonna happen?
sorry.
No, I didn't even get mad about it because when I
No, I'm not joking. When he walked up, I looked at
Mark.
I looked at it and I looked at Lane. I said, "That's Seth Rollins. Those are his hands. Like I know those are his hands. That's Seth Rollins."
And he then called you a creep, or Is that why you're mad? Because he judged you for liking Seth Rollins so much?
I know. I don't give a shit if he judges me for that. That's like, that's our man. That's Seth Rollins is his favorite too. I don't
Like,
care what.
does it? Did you ever think about the fact that like you got to valet like one of his like more successful students?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to his wrestling school. Honestly,
Like, does that ever like come into your head? Like,
No.
you did that. Because Tupu's that's one of the
Yeah.
main guys out of that Black and Brave
I
school.
better go do it again. I'm gonna go be one of the main girls out of that school. I'm literally quitting my job, and I'm just gonna go be a 40-year-old wrestler. I don't even care. I could do it. If Diamond Dallas Page could do it, I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
It would happen. Yeah.
I have no responsibilities. I mean, I have cats, but they're pretty self-sufficient.
Fair point. Fair point. I like how
I'm
the
a
whole
DM.
part of
Like, yo, can I just get in your school? Can you just let me in? I don't have any money. Can you just let me in?
I mean that might be the problem right there.
You know what?
That might not work.
You could.
That's more of if you were trying to get into the Madhouse school and you were talking to Malice.
So I need to message Malice. Listen, I have no money.
Yeah, that's you got a
Let
better
me-
shot getting something to work with him than.
But here's what you can do.
Don't want to know.
You can say, "I got no money, but Lane will make you steak every night."
It's true. I will make him make steak. No, that means I got to make up with Lane, and I'm not there.
Oh,
Plus, do you want to like have both those?
I'm on steak. What'd you
Madhouse.
just say I was doing? Strike.
Here we go. What is this for a show, or what show is this for? Madhouse. Is this for
My
March?
guess is
On
that
my
is
application process, so I can be a
I
wrestler.
bet you it's for mamas. Ooh, you got a couple
Big
of them.
Mamas there in Des Moines, Iowa. Madhouse making their
Is that what it's
debut.
called? Is it Here We Go? I didn't even look. Cool. Here We Go at Big Mama's in Des Moines, and then sold out May 30th, Rochester Chateau Theater, which I think you two clowns will be here for that, and hopefully the lovely Whitney. Baby
Yeah, when
Lane.
is it again?
May 30th.
Let me go book my hotel now.
Have we tried
I
snake?
should be.
Ooh,
I
it
should
doesn't
be.
taste like chicken. I'd love to have snake meat.
Snake meat? Oh hell no, dude! I don't even.
May
like
30th.
Depends on what kind of.
May 30th.
What hotel did I stay in last time I was there? Can I stay in that one again?
Yeah, the one like right downtown.
We didn't book you. You can say
Is it
never.
the same place, right?
Was it like Hyatt or something like that?
Hyatt.
Hyatt House. Oh, bless you. Hyatt House.
Stayed
It's
across
the
the
same
street.
venue, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same venue.
Very awesome villain.
Oh, last graduate of HBK school in San Antonio in 2000 before
Man.
his return. Oh shit. Okay.
He had a school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, Brian Daniels.
Hey, you didn't know HBK had a school?
Oh my god! I wasn't
What
even
kind of
there.
fan are you?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Daniel
I'm
Bryan, right?
terrible.
Right? Am I right? Daniel Bryan?
Hyatt House, Rochester Mayo Clinic.
Yeah, that was it.
That
I mean,
was
there are like 2 or 3 other hotels that are like right by the venue downtown, but that was where you
Okay.
stayed last time.
What are
Oh,
those?
very cool.
Smash Wrestling. Okay. Not too familiar with Smash, but that's super dope though. Like getting some
Hell
training
yeah.
from HBK. And even though
Yeah.
HBK would say that his training ability back in the day was not what it is now.
What them documentaries? We'll watch those.
Yeah, yeah. If you got a link to those documentaries, villain, post it up there. We'll definitely give a look.
So yeah, I mean, what was the early injury, by the way, villain, like that persuaded you to maybe not go full time?
And what do you think of Tom's brand new finisher, the Wiener Lick?
That's not a finisher. God damn it.
He did to be
That's not
fair.
the finisher. What's the finisher?
To be
Oh,
fair,
that
he
signature.
upgraded from thumb in the butt.
Thumb in the
Oshy boy, thanks for stopping in though. Yeah, enjoy the fancies delicacies there.
Thanks for
Oh,
hopping in
out
there,
in the
Bashi.
ring. Okay, out in the ring. Got it. Mouse is in the house. Everybody, hello,
Hello.
fellas.
Alice, I need to be a wrestler, but I don't have any money. Help me.
New
not
sub,
even
never
not
talk.
even a hey, what's up? Welcome to the chat, man. It's-
Help me.
I
I'm
need
poor.
your help.
Josh, we always appreciate anybody subbing, or hell,
Help
you
me,
just
help
checking
you.
us
Let's
out.
get rich and famous.
Oh, that's harsh, man.
Yeah.
When you start losing feeling like that, oh, dude, I can only imagine, man.
How long did it take you to get over that
Oh, God.
nerve damage? Were you able to get back up and on your feet in pretty short order? Or did it take a while?
I mean, by the way, Whitney Mouse said he needs socks. Did you see this? He needs socks.
Oh. You know what? That's fine. I could be your sock queen.
Wait, is all your funds going to go to Malice then to pay for the
It's gonna have to, I guess.
what in the trailer park?
Yeah, that's
Suck.
it.
Nillas?
Okay,
Nilla
I'm just gonna
Gorillas.
stay in the same hotel I stayed in last time. No.
Yeah,
The
you
one,
can.
the one that's right across.
I
the
was
street,
just sending
right?
you to the ones that are all within like a block.
Oh, you're sending them to me. I'm in
Yeah,
sleep mode.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I text those. I'm texting you.
Okay,
some
okay.
Man, we it's always great to have new people checking us out. We do appreciate everybody. You know, Boshy Boy, Villain. If I struggle with the name, sorry about that. Stug. Sorry. The one who said, "What's up, my nose? Thanks for checking us out." I don't know how to pronounce that. Ager AAI07. I'm trying my best here. But Chamber, back to Chamber. I'll tell you this, guys. I thought everything was boring, but the finish of the men's Chamber match. When Seth Rollins got involved and Drew McIntyre, I thought that was the funnest part.
Whitney, those are all the hotels that are like within a 1 block radius of the venue. Yours is like 3 blocks down.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So my big complaint
Uh,
with Stugat's dank.
I want that hill.
Hell yes, there's at least two of us that
Gots.
loves the dank.
That makes makes way more sense now. I'm stupid dumb.
Here's one of my biggest complaint though about Elimination Chamber. There was so long between stuff that I literally after the I don't even remember what match it was now. But the Punk and Finn match, I fell asleep waiting for something to happen. You know?
it was weird. I wouldn't say it was bad or boring. I just wouldn't say it was great. It was an okay show. It was a wrestling show. Could have been a Raw, just with 2 special matches. I liked the women. I do feel like I was more invested in the women's chamber as far as like the 6 participants and that whole story that stayed within that. Because the men's, yes, but there was a lot of outside. You know, obviously we had. The return and all that shit. So there were other stories being played out throughout that match. It wasn't just about who was going to win and go to Mania, where the women's was. So I felt like I was more in that match a little bit more, but also with that men's match. Was it the women's match? Who eliminated 2 people in 1 pin? Was that?
That was Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I mean,
James and Asuka.
Hell of a spot right there. Like, you want to make that girl look tough after getting her 2-3 shots in the last 2 months. That was like, oh shit, she might break to the and then didn't happen. So like, cool, good to see that.
Why are these rooms so cheap?
Because you're getting it early, and it's also after Memorial Day.
It is the weekend.
If there's nothing going on in Rochester on the weekend, the rooms are cheap.
Yeah,
it is coming right out of Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Rochester is cheaper on the weekends than it is during the week because people need to stay somewhere when they're going to go for treatment and stuff. They're at Mayo, so
yeah,
they were exact opposite of almost every other fucking city.
Right there you go.
Yeah,
it was very impressive.
And then we had what were the 2 matches that we had as well?
Finn should have won against CM Punk, but obviously you're not going to do that to CM Punk in Chicago because of their fucking innate ability to be able to cheer anybody else other than fucking CM Punk. And AJ Lee took the title off of Becky Lynch.
Yeah,
I see.
That was fun. I didn't mind that. That
match was terrible.
Well, the match was okay. It was all right.
I don't know what my problem is with AJ Lee. They're just not clicking with me for some reason.
I think she needs more reps. There's just been too much time. Like, she debuted, and then it's been like a month and a half in between each appearance. Like, if she was just full time in it, which hopefully going forward with that title it will be, and just getting more reps and more feeding in, I think it'll be all right. I just like that for the character we have with Becky right now, she had to lose.
Oh yeah.
To get to where we're going to get with her getting her dues in Mania, Also, I kind of feel like the whole plan has been for her, not a title match, but she's going to have a match with referee Jessica Carr.
Yes, she is. Absolutely.
And that's going to be the Mania match.
So, and here's what I have coming out of Chamber, right? Because you had Nick Aldis getting extremely upset with Drew McIntyre, where now Drew's title is on the line against Cody on Friday. I actually believe that they're going to have Cody win that. So then he faces Orton at Mania, and then we get to see Nick Aldis' first match, because I think he will take on Drew McIntyre then at Mania. And then we'll see Becky and Jessica Carr as well, because, you got 2 days to fill. So there's that part. And I'll say this, too, about the one reason I don't really believe AJ Lee winning is because they mentioned it several times. This was her first singles match since her return. And that makes it very hard for me to believe that she should be able to win, because ring rust is a real thing. You go through war games and you go through tag matches and stuff. It's just not the same. But
what I loved is I think it was like ESPN had a screenshot, had a shot of when AJ or
That's true.
when Becky, because Becky tapped, right? It was the Widowmaker or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the photo of her tapping on like ESPN, and I don't remember if it was AJ or if it was like Jessica. I think it was Jessica Carr retweeted it and said, "See, everybody's saying it. Becky tapped out. Even ESPN saying it," and it was her retweeting their thing saying that Becky lost the title by submitting. Mm-hmm. Again, I was thinking about this. I watched back Mania 28 the other day and a little bit of 30 because I was at those, and I was just like, man, I haven't watched them in a while. Kind of want to see if I get back into that reliving the feel of while I'm watching it. Like, and 28 worked. Like watching that, I was just like, God, I forgot how fun it is when you can get invested in a fun story or behind a fun character, and you see it evolve and then have that major stage to really do something with. And like 28 it's pretty stacked with that. I mean, you had the whole Brian Sheamus and the Brian. The movement hadn't started yet. He was a heel guy. The No Chance and the Yes Chant was around, but it wasn't to where it became. But it was the cocky young Brian, right? Where he's kissing AJ for good luck and then gets booted and loses in 10 seconds. You had, I think it was Punk and Jericho for the title, which was great. You had End of the Era, which was a whole nother story in itself. And then you had the year-long build of Cena and Rock. And it was like, man, sometimes, and I get it, a lot of other pay-per-views, especially now, like all these big companies run a monthly pay-per-view, right?
Just about.
So now you can run these pay-per-views and do whatever and have these great matches, but I still like when you have the ones like a Mania, like a SummerSlam, like a Royal Rumble, or for AEW, I'd say like All In, Double or Nothing. These are those originals. And I do wish AEW would have did a little bit more, like maybe gave it a year or two before they started going every month to put a little prestige on those ones so they're known they're the marquee events of the year for AEW. The fan base knows though, so it's fine. But at those shows, that's where you tell the long-term storytelling and have it end and have the payoff. Those are what those shows are for, because it's where you're going to have those moments. We're paying to have moments to remember. So, like, going back to Becky, I love this fucking character of how she's the best. Like, it's like the man came. It's like the man came back and was rejected, and fucking didn't know how to react. So it's just always going to be that. Yeah, that's not true. That's not true. You know what I mean? Because she was so over as a face as the man, and now she's still the man, but it's just this whiny fucking It's everyone's fault but mine, but really I suck. I'm a piece of shit. And I love it. I fucking love it. I to be, even if no one has seen Jessica Carr really wrestle, we know she can. Fuck, that is a Mania match. That's a marquee match, and that's a marquee moment for a wonderful story, for a great character, and to have a big moment. And that's
Death Dealer checking in. What
up, Death Dealer? That's what we're hoping for all these shows, and that's what we're hoping for now. That next big show, WWE, is Mania.
Yeah,
April 18th and 19th, and I'll tell you this: it's going to be nice. I do like how the man has subdued a little bit as far as the overtop outfits and stuff. It's good to see that Becky's a little bit more, like a little more focused in as far as it's not so outlandish right now. But
oh my god, that sucks right there.
Oh, at 28, Villain? Dude, one of my buddies went to go get a beer, and it took him a half hour, so he came back. The second match was already like 5 minutes in. And he was like, this is the second match? Like, yeah. I looked down and almost missed it. Like, it was crazy. Because just no one expected it. He literally kisses AJ, turns around, boot to the face, 3 count. Fucking done.
I mean, every once in a while they got to do that bury. They got to bury a guy,
But look what it did. What it did. 2 years later, I watched 30 again, and he gets the fucking Triple H fucking tap out or roll up, and then he gets the fucking triple threat. And again, that show needed it, because when Taker's streak got ended that night, like, if we didn't walk out of there with a happy note, that place was gonna riot, dude.
Okay, I booked my hotel for May 29th through 31st.
Oh shit.
You're gonna be there a night early? Oh shit.
Whitney is coming, y'all.
Hotel Indigo. Is that an okay one?
Oh yeah, that's right on Broadway.
Okay.
So like literally the building across the street, you're gonna go like behind the other side of that block and up 1 block, and you're at the venue. But you're gonna be by all the restaurants and bars and shit now. You won't be kind of like away from it.
We're going to Rochester in May.
Bring your clubs.
Oh shit! What a fucking glare! And it wasn't even torn.
For the weekend is only $320.44.
Yeah,
for 3 nights.
And again, you're right on Broadway.
Well, 2 nights, 3 days.
Yeah. In fact, there's a somewhat decent
Friday to Sunday, but we'll have to take Friday off work because it's like an 8-hour drive. We're gonna have to leave at like 6, 7 in the morning.
What time are we golfing on Fridays?
You guys can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm going to the
we'll figure it out when we get closer to. We'll do either Friday or we'll do.
It's literally the last weekend in May.
Might have to be a Saturday morning, just because I got to get to the venue at a decent time for setup. But yeah, we'll bring your clubs.
If we leave at like 6, 7 in the morning, we're not going to get there until about 3.
It's just so much fucking golf.
Hey, but May, dude, that's Twilight golf, baby.
It is.
As long as you're not tired from the ride.
Oh, I'm sorry, Villain. Do you have our show notes in front of you? That was literally one of the topics that we wanted to cover was the Danhausen debut. Our notes just say Danhausen debut, but Danhausen thoughts could have been just as appropriate.
Well, I'm really curious because I know the 3 of us guys have watched him since the Indies. We've met him. We've all met him at an indie show. Great guy. I guess my question is, Whitney, what do you know about Danhausen?
I thought it was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Before that night, what did you know about this guy?
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
And I think that's a majority.
I was thoroughly disappointed when they opened that fucking box and that little. I mean, like I've seen pictures of him before,
right?
But I've not ever watched a match. I've never watched an interview, read it, nothing. I was like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen.
So I tweeted out about the fact. I mean, it got zero traction because I'm sure some other bigger wrestling name out there on X fucking probably did the same thing, but. To me, it was the exact same fan reaction as the Gobbledygooker at 90 Survivor Series. There was just nothing there. There was no reaction even to the dancers. There was no reaction to the music.
It was so dumb.
Well, so here's a thing, and we've talked about this plenty, is that WWE fans have a tendency to just be WWE fans. They're not necessarily independent wrestling fans, or they don't necessarily find something even in their own market outside of I'm going to watch WWE, and then when WWE comes to my area, I'm going to go to the show. So, which is fine.
And the thing is, like, so we've all the 3 of us have seen him wrestle. We've seen him wrestle outside up here at the brewery for First. Mm-hmm. We've seen him, and it's like it. To me, it kind of his gimmick grows on you. It's funny, and is he the best wrestler out there? No, but he's very entertaining to me.
That's a good point, Dan.
Because it's different. You know?
So here's the thing, and it's not when you're on the indies, a lot rides on also the personality and the character.
Yeah.
You know, like on TV, you can get by with just a look and being good in the ring. You don't necessarily need to have the mic. Someone, you know, there's people like Paul Heyman for that. But when you have a character that so heavily revolves on that person being vocal to get it, like Danhausen is very much somebody you need to see him backstage. You need to see him interact, and you need to hear him talk. You need to get a sense for what that sense of humor is that he has. You also need to kind of understand, like, he knows it's a joke. He knows it's a spoof. It's a spoof of like him combining like what like Conan O'Brien, Simpsons feel, and like a dark
and B-rated like horror films. Yeah.
So for example, last night he put a curse on Dominic Mysterio, who promptly lost the fucking title.
Right. So what they should have did is open the fucking box, but they should have did it backstage. They should have did it with Pearson Aldis. There should have been an interaction. Should have done what they did with Dom. Maybe not Dom, but like someone who was going to be in a match after that on Chamber. Like you could have had the fucking new kid. What's his name? Fucking Bounty walk by and or not, you know who they should have did it? They should have did it to fucking Trick, since he's so cocky. Trick should have walked by and been like, who the fuck's this clown? And, you know, I curse you. And then he loses Chamber. And then you get it.
Yeah. Well, and then like a name like
song, the song and dance, that's what threw everybody off, because they're like, well, we don't know who he is, and we don't get why this is happening. Let the man lead and let the world see who he is first with his strongest point.
The timing was right at the pay-per-view. I don't know. It was just, maybe that's a part of it. I just thought it was dumb.
He comes out and does a 4-minute bit in the middle of a 38-minute freaking stall.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of watching goddamn people annihilate each other. Seth Rollins is coming back. I've got so much shit going on, and you're bringing this fucking weirdo with his little weirdos out of a box.
Agreed. This is a character that...
It could have been a SmackDown thing.
Well, like Dan says, this is someone who definitely could have benefited off about 4 weeks of vignettes.
Yeah.
5 weeks of vignettes teasing him coming. Because
Yeah.
then when he comes, they get it. And then you do this fucking song and dance. People are going to be like, hey, the funny, clowny guy's here. Yay.
Well, especially like Dan mentions too, like the A&W drive-thru, right? When he was trying to get the job. I mean, that was all like on Being the Elite and stuff. But he could have done some vignettes where it's just like, yes, I am trying to get to...
Like, have him go to the old WW headquarters in Stanford.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
I just thought it was going to have something to do with like stories that were already in play,
and that's the thing too.
Literally nothing to do with anything, and I was like, "Why?"
And that's the thing too, and that's shame on us, everybody, because we did that with the egg. If you were old enough, we did this with the fucking egg at Survivor Series too. We thought it was going to be this big thing, and it was going to play in, and not that it could just be just a fun joke of the show.
Right.
So that happened here for sure. Everyone thought that whatever was in this box was going to be something of revelation.
I thought it was going to be vision related.
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah. And I mean, as soon as you started hearing that it was Danhausen, the World Wildlife Fund building, like,
yes, I find why do I look like the pandas?
It's the garden.
Was it known that he was coming to WWE? Like
Yeah. It kind of. So he's homies with Punk. He's homies with Cody. Oh Jesus. So yeah, it had been said that when they knew his contract was going to end and the AEW wasn't probably interested or wasn't going to like do anything, it kind of sounded like Punk maybe kind of advocated for him.
Well, so
just definitely. I feel like a lot of people aren't going to know enough about him, or maybe it is just me that the heads up would have. I at least would have been researched or been like, what is really happening here, or something.
And the hope is after Raw, the hope is we see more with him and Dom, because I do think Dom is somebody that would help enhance him with the crowd, because he's such a great heel. But also, like, I still feel like we're setting up for a Finn versus Dom, the end of Judgment Day deal.
Well, yeah.
I mean, maybe we're reading it all wrong, though. Maybe it's actually Finn's going to be versus JD, because they were like the tight. And maybe we do then get Danhausen versus Dom, because I think it would be hilarious on Monday now if we get a backstage segment and it's fucking Dom being like, "What the hell are you? What did you do? Why did I lose my title after you cursed me? This is bullshit." You know, shit like it'll be hilarious. Because the other thing y'all guys got to understand, whoever didn't like this or don't get it yet, this is your next Santino. This is your next R-Truth. We're probably never going to see Danhausen hold the WWE title or the World Heavyweight Championship, but this is the guy that's going to get miles out of being someone who can bring comedy to the show, but he can also work. That's the other thing. He can also work. Those guys are great wrestlers in the ring. And the thing with Danhausen is this character came about because he was one in a million of the fucking really good fucking off the ropes, really fast wrestlers in a scene that was flooded with it at that time. So you got to do something to stand out. And so when you do see, kind of like an Orange Cassidy, he puts off that he can't do shit, but he's actually really good at doing like some shit. That would, oh, dude, could you imagine?
I no, because Brock's not going to put a guy over like that. I mean, he'll laugh at the idea.
Who is? But who is?
Well, I mean, hold on. Let's
oh shit, OJ Simpson's here.
I was just gonna say because you covered a lot of stuff there, Ace. So you gotta give us all a chance to catch up here.
Sorry, I got excited. The juice is here, guys.
I want to say something. If the glove doesn't jive, you must subscribe.
So yes, to Villain's point here, he killed it on Raw. I mean, it was a very short segment with Judgment Day. I think actually he will be maybe the cause of the end of Judgment Day. As you were mentioning, as far as Finn and Dom or whatever, JD, because JD already hates him, right? Because he knows Dom's name, he knows Finn's name, he doesn't know JD's because, well, it's JD. OJ.
Doing good, OJ. Doing good, Juice.
I mean, it's great. From the grave, too. Brock versus Goldberg. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck Goldberg. Fuck Goldberg.
It's like Rock calling.
Yeah, Adam Pearce, Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so.
The glasses.
Do you want to say hi, or do you feel left out?
Yo.
I ain't making
we're mad at Lane.
Oh.
No, you're mad at Lane.
Shut the fuck up, Tom.
All right, fair enough.
We're going to be fine with him on March 21st, though, right? For a few hours?
No.
No fucking problem.
And May 30th.
Yeah, so he does,
Lane.
Danhausen doesn't need to wrestle much. I mean, again, it could be mostly just backstage stuff. Yeah, the comedy part is what he's going to be brought in for. I would actually love to see an angle where you maybe see him and R-Truth.
Yeah. What do you think of it, Lane?
Who?
Danhausen.
Yeah. That's what he remembers.
The clown.
Don't remember.
Elimination Chamber.
No,
The guy that came out in the box with the clown face.
I didn't see that part.
Ah, damn it, Lane. You're useless to us tonight. Sorry, bud.
Lane's discombobulated because I'm speaking to him.
Yeah, honestly.
Danhausen cursing Brock is hilarious. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if Brock gets, added into any kind of lawsuits and stuff, who knows?
Hey, old school is good, but Goldberg sucks. Like, he wasn't good then. He's not good.
Bill Goldberg.
Thank you, Gunther. Thank you, Gunther, for being one of the best ever to do it.
Of course, you're supposed to fight Roddy Piper at WrestleMania, but then Mr. T took your spot, right, OJ? Shut the fuck up.
The juice.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Yeah, truth be like, hey, you look a lot like Sting.
He can't though. That's the thing. He can't now because it's been online so much that he's going to do that. Like people have been making memes already of Truth being like, "Hey, Sting."
Yeah.
So like he has to come up with something different now.
Maybe. Yeah, Danhausen's tattoos are scarier than Brock's.
Yeah.
The flamingo.
No gold, it's did.
Keurig.
No gold, it's did. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, gold doesn't taste you. Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Oh, so you were supposed to be in that Hollywood backlot brawl that we.
That monstrosity.
You guys remember the car chase from that match, though, right?
Yeah, that was great.
Fucking OJ.
They all got dropped.
You were there. You were involved. We know. We saw the TV.
Yeah. So, remember my chase. I guess my final word.
Sorry, Tom, but I remember watching that live. That WrestleMania, Anaheim, right? The fucking the pond or the Honda Pond or whatever it was back then. And I remember when they show Goldust taking off in that gold Cadillac, and then they turn back and here's Piper getting in a white Bronco. Like immediately, even as a kid, I'm like, are they gonna just show the OJ chase now? And then they fucking cut to footage of the OJ fucking chase. And they're like, they're driving around town, and then they come back to the arena, and it's just like,
I do not remember this.
whoa.
Don't worry, you weren't really missing much. That match sucked.
Yeah, it ended with fucking Piper eventually just grabs Goldust's dick. So kind of probably like a wiener, like Tom's gonna start doing. But did one of those squeezes, but at one point kisses Goldust, but also then strips Goldust's gold jumpsuit off to show that he's wearing lingerie underneath, and then Terry has to cover him in her fur coat, and they go running out of the arena. And then he brings his son in to celebrate Piper after derobing a man to lingerie and kissing him and grabbing his dick. It was an interesting night.
Yeah. Every time WWE went Hollywood, it was never Hollywood. That's a very good point, Villain.
You might not remember, Whitney, because you were probably too busy because that was the Iron match for Michaels and Bret Hart. So you might have been really invested in that one.
My honey.
Yeah, that was the night.
Honey.
That was the night the boyhood dream came true.
No, Seth Rollins is my honey.
I mean, Lane's technically your honey.
No.
What was the pop like when you were watching Chamber and you saw Rollins?
I don't know. I could only hear myself.
Were you freaking out though?
I knew as soon as I saw his fucking hands, the second guy, because they had the first guy. I said, that's a totally different guy. I said, this guy, I literally said, that guy's white. The other guy has been Hispanic it's Seth Rollins. Like, I knew. And then, yeah, when he came through and I saw his hands, I was like, oh my God, it's Seth Rollins.
How do you feel about this? Roman is better than Seth.
No, he's not.
That's all? Just no, he's not? I mean...
The fact that he won the Royal Rumble again literally makes me want to fucking kill myself. Remember when we were talking about the Royal Rumble, that his title was on the line, how I liked that one? I was fucking there. It was the Royal Rumble, the AJ Styles debut. I went back and rewatched it after that. I didn't even realize I was literally there. What an idiot.
I think you told us that though.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that we talked about both of those things in the same night. I didn't realize they happened at the same show.
Oh, okay.
I told you I went and I saw AJ's debut. Did not realize that was the Royal Rumble, that his title was on the line the whole time. I was like, well, I'll be damned. I can't believe I saw that in person. I don't even remember it.
Because they forced Roman to be number one.
Yeah. And Triple H won. It came down to Triple H and Dean Ambrose.
Triple H's. Well, so
some of that may be true, but I kind of feel like Seth has always been a Triple H guy.
Seth is the best.
Probably.
I'm not gonna lie though, when I met him, he was like one of the top 5 worst wrestlers that I've met. It was not. Yeah, he was not nice. It was like in the prime of all him sending dick pics to married women and stuff though too. So like he could have just been grouchy, you know.
He's changed so much.
Hey, either way, we love you, Seth. We're all big fans right here. You never know.
Yeah.
There are only a few degrees separation.
That was in prime. What was that chick's name? Zara?
Yeah.
She was in the Indies in a group called Deep Six.
Cheeky baby.
He was so cool.
Cheeky baby. You want to watch a movie, OJ?
No.
We got the movie for you. God, we should still do a watch along. We should reach out to fucking Johnny and be like, hey, like, will you not fucking like hit us with a bunch of fucking shit if we do this like watch along to your movie?
Who, by the way, is now bald.
Yeah, I saw they lost his hair. What was the name of it? Basically, an Iron Sheik toy becomes possessed in John Morrison's house and proceeds to murder all the people in the house. And it's the funniest fucking thing you'll ever see. And he uses real audio clips of Iron Sheik saying shit for Sheik's dialogue. So it's all really the Sheik's voice you're hearing. And it's just crazy shit. We talked about it the other week. I worked a podcast with Iron Sheik and Bob Backlund. It was an insane thing.
Oh, God, yeah.
I know.
The Sheik Massacre. The Iron Sheik Massacre. It's a short film.
Iron Sheik Massacre. Well worth the watch. It was on loop at the Jericho Cruise a couple years ago. I think I watched it like 2 or 3 times. Did we like make one of you watch it? Who didn't see it? And we were like, no, hang on.
I didn't see you guys. Yeah, I watched it. Was it on YouTube somewhere?
Oh, because you weren't on the boat.
Right.
Yeah.
It was when me and you and Devin were. Okay, yeah, dude. Oh, it's so great.
It's it's definitely one of those B range horror film kind of satire movies.
But
it's
But
great.
it's Morrison. You've got Taya. You've
Yeah.
got Carrying Crosses in it. There's a few other people in it. Hilarious. And it's just this fucking Iron Sheik toy. Just the Sheiky baby fuck you up. Like, oh, so great. And then some girl gets him high at the end. The Sheiky the green medicine.
You
97.98 HBK is the best.
possibly. Yeah, my favorite line from that movie is where he comes up and like pats Ty on the butt and just like, no, it's not time for Pound Town. Not the Pound Town. I take you to Stop Town, and then he stabs her. It's fucking fantastic.
It's fucking crazy.
Not to give away the ending or the plot. Don't yawn like that, Whitney.
That's
Don't
not
do
even
that.
the
Boring
ending.
me.
That's
You're boring
not
me.
even the ending. So yeah, anyways, back to what this all started on was the Danhausen debut. Give it some time, guys. Give it some time. He is a funny guy. He can actually wrestle.
I think also too, like some of the indie fans last night, like the Indianapolis fans, they just weren't into it yet either. But I think that's part of it. It's just right now, like the reactions have not been there. But who knows? Yeah, give it a month, I guess. We'll see. I hope
we also
go on too soon.
We also said here that we were skeptical of how it would work for him there. They're not really notoriously known as a company that can find a lot of running length out of someone who's really just a super character nowadays. So tell Whitney Seth sucks most important.
I'm literally not arguing with a dead murderer, okay?
Whoa. Wait.
Suck it, juice. Suck it.
OJ's a murderer?
Yeah, he
Another show. No.
murdered those Naked Gun movies. Oh,
It's true. He was fucking fantastic in the Naked Gun movies. One of the best. One of the best.
Your book was fantastic. I will say that.
The book.
How I would have done it.
If I did it.
Mm.
It's literally a confession, and the last line of every chapter is "if I did it." Like, bro, you did it.
You must have quit.
You did it.
Yeah.
True.
Good old OJ.
I like being friends with the Kardashians. That's all I
OJ
care about.
Simpson, not a Jew. I learned that from the Hanukkah songs.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Adam Sandler, making sure we all knew who was Jewish. Good.
You guys know how much of a fan I am of Jade Cargill.
Oh
You're
my
the
God!
biggest
Yes.
of the fans of Jade Cargill, aka Wannabe Storm.
Have any of you seen what was going on like today and yesterday?
Yep.
That was a big fan of mine, says OJ Simpson. That's fucking weird.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel honored that OJ Simpson chose our fucking stream to hang out in tonight. This is
Well,
great.
heck yeah.
OJ has a huge head, and he was with 4 tall white women. He could have been in the Blazing Saddles. Where are all the white women at?
Oh man. So, what's everyone? What's your guys' take? Tom? Have you heard about this? Like, basically, like I don't even know. That it started out as basically fucking kayfabe, but then it eventually kind of crossed over the line into.
What are we talking about?
Jade and Rhea having a little.
Yeah, Jade
issues.
and Rhea going at it online.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah. So, I don't remember how it all started, but I think Jade retweeted something from Rhea, made a comment. They kind of went like back and forth, as I understand. I didn't read everything. And then at some point, Chelsea Green kind of started hopping in, and she was defending like Rhea. And then at a certain point, Rhea also put something out that kind of really made it feel like this actually isn't storyline, and that there was like a line crossed. And then Piper Niven started getting it, and it was going back and forth and like taking shots, like talking about hurting people in the ring.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. just a horrible professional wrestler, has now just worked herself into a shoot with the biggest, and everything. All these reports that are coming out about her saying that like the entire roster has done nothing but like accommodating. They're trying to make her over. They've shown her respect, but they don't feel it's coming back.
Yeah.
And
well, they should have known. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Like that's what we saw in AEW with Jade.
Yeah.
And also, I would be behind. Yeah, if they were fighting over who could wear less fabric, I'd be down with that. Yeah, sure. Like, go to town.
And that might and that area will be true, right? It probably was something over an outfit or some shit, but like
maybe, yeah.
So apparently, this is all like shoot. Like that's the talk. Is like this isn't just for the storyline. It'll make great for the story now because that's the main match is Jade and Rhea.
Very true, OJ.
Yeah. But like at what point? Because the other thing too is the last like 3 matches Jade had, she's hurt everybody. All those people, Stratton. I don't remember the other 2. They all had to take time off after their match with Jade. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Biggest shovel in the business.
Well, especially now that he's in control, he could bury everybody.
So now you're upsetting a top locker room member, and the trickle down effect is now happening because then she attacked, I think, Chelsea Green too after she.
I gotta go look for this. Was this on X?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
My X is just a terrifying place.
I'm sure it is.
You want to put your phone on the screen here, and we could just go through your X?
No, like 100% because look, it starts off wrestling. Watch, this is my feed, okay?
Don't put it.
And then, yeah, and then it goes to like a wiener. Oh no.
I mean, I didn't really see many of the fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully that wasn't. Nobody was able to make that out. On
the and then now there's a plane crashing in the air. I don't know why my Twitter is like, and then there's.
Well, the plane crashing in the air is probably the news.
My Twitter is, look at this, babe.
There's a lot of things flying and crashing.
No, seriously, this is the beginning.
OJ was more of a WCW guy back in the day. Especially
I was a WWE fan because I started with WWF.
Oh,
I would watch Nitro like in commercial breaks or like when it was 3 hours and Raw wasn't. I would watch the last hour all the time.
Well, you probably watched the first hour of Nitro because it almost always was an hour before.
Okay, then yeah, whatever it was. I don't remember. I know whenever it was the extra WCW time, I would turn it on. I didn't dislike it, and I liked a lot of people on that roster. As a child, I started watching WWF, and it just kind of stuck. That was what I always watched. So,
TC Dub Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling.
My Twitter is a terrifying place.
What is Jade better at?
Your phone now?
I mean, the answer to that would be no, right?
It's like, what is she doing during the day?
Yeah, literally.
Nothing, right? Nothing.
Probably basketball.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I will say this, by the way. Speaking of Chelsea Green, good on Undertaker for fucking calling out Michael Hayes to his fucking face about Chelsea Green, and then that fucking back and forth wishy-washy bullshit. P.S. Hayes fucking like, oh no, yeah, she isn't underutilized.
Wait, what was this on his show? I didn't see.
Yeah,
this.
6 feet under. He had P.S. Hayes on, and then that motherfucking weasel backpedals.
But Taker actually confronted him. Was like, yo, that's not cool. Like, she's really good.
He basically just said, like, yeah, Chelsea Green's literally just like one small heel tweak away from being the top person, basically. He just said, I think she's underutilized. And PSA was just like, oh, I agree.
No, you didn't. That's exactly what you
I'm
did.
Sure you do.
I did see, though, that he said he is claiming that, like, they edited a bunch of shit to make it sound like
But let's be honest. You still have to make the fucking comment. They can't piece that together perfectly and like have your face in just the right angle. Like,
hey man, this guy's just trying to make it to 5 years sober. All right, give him a break. at
First of all,
80 years old, he's just trying to make it to 5 years sober.
Dude, he might be the deepest form of California sober I've ever fucking seen because he's also doing coke. I guarantee you, dude. Still and always will. PSAs is doing cocaine.
Stone Cold for sure.
Stone Cold. As far as an actual in-ring.
Although. I would have to say, I think the gimmick.
Yeah, Michael POS
that's bigger.
I hate quitters. Yes, Mike, we are very well aware that you hate quitters.
Oh, I should have worn my Madhouse hat. I got a Madhouse hat now, Tom, and it's not like yours.
No, wait.
Well, mine also has sweat stains because I wore it literally the first night of after buying it and then helping clean up and sweating in it. So
Mhm.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
OJ,
it's hard to argue that one, OJ. It's hard to
especially
argue that.
over the course of time. Like Stone Cold didn't have the longevity that we all wish he would have, but as far as his time though, when he got over to WWE, I mean, thank God they didn't go with the Ringmaster thing. But once he became Stone Cold and he hits that fucking Austin 316 promo, dude, I don't know if there's a bigger draw and like a singular like run over the history of Hogan. Yeah, like he's got more big gates than Stone Cold, but Stone Cold was the man in the late 90s.
What?
I don't think she knows who Kip Wilson is. You know who Kip Wilson is, Whitney?
No.
See, there you go.
I literally only watch WWE.
See,
I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to find this beef.
of course you are.
I love drama.
Yeah, we know you're probably making the shit up with Lane just to.
Lane's a fucking asshole.
He's not a fucking asshole.
I hope he
Where
likes
is
the
the
couch. That's where he's gonna be.
Jesus.
You know, the funny thing is, yeah, Kit Wilson. It's not Kip Wilson, it's Kit Wilson.
Anyways, what my question was going to be though is like, how much more do you put up with Jade before it's like, okay, we made a mistake, time to cut it loose?
I don't know. I mean, because if she's willing to just make sure she gets that money, she could stay in WWE forever because she could just fall down the card.
I mean, she could, but I also think, and I think this was, I mean, obviously we saw that this became an issue, I think, too, over in AEW. And I think it's a respect for the business and in the industry. And I think no matter how corporate WWE is with TKO, if you have wrestlers still kind of writing the show and producing the show, live at that spot, not just in an office watching it, being like, here's some notes. There's going to always be that mentality of like, you have to have respect for this business. Otherwise you don't belong in it. Even on the indie level, we see this at every show we're at. We show that as well. Dylan knows probably for sure too. Like you just show.
Piper really gave it to her.
Who?
Piper Niven.
Yeah, Piper Niven went hard on Jade.
To embarrass you on this app, give you the ring time, and you'll do it yourself.
Yeah, dude, she went hard. Then those are the two that like started talking about like, because she made a comment about like vacation or something, like talk about hurting people.
There's
basically.
So much.
Yeah.
Tap dancing, Chelsea. Woof woof.
So just villain real quick. Kit Wilson, I like where it's going, but it's fucking annoying. Like the character Kit Wilson it's annoying. And I get it, but also I feel like Tyler Breeze has always done it better. Just saying. Prince Pretty, you can't fault the man. Piper was half straight face too. Yeah, well, that's true. No, honestly, yeah, Jade Cargill getting into heat is no. It's not really even a story at this point because again, she lost favor with that AEW locker room. She doesn't want to work, hard. It seems like at training, she's already lost the ability, I think, to put a match together with anybody of any real fucking talent. I mean, she's got to get carried, right?
So, Whitney, I want you to give us a couple of highlights you see, but before you do that, JR, I want to hear what you say.
I was going to say, I think the reality of Jade Cargill is this.
Ireland,
if
baby.
you recall,
hey, all right.
she wanted to not wrestle anymore. She wanted to be in movies. And she's not a good enough actress to do that. And so that's why she went to WWE, because she was going to get paid more than at AEW. But still and all, I don't think she wants to wrestle anyway.
And that's the thing. You can see it.
Yeah.
Well, she wants to be Storm. She wants another X-Men reboot. She wants to be Storm. That's why the whole fucking look is. That's why the whole storyline is.
But she's missing the point of, if you want to get there, you have to respect and honor where you're at now and pay those dues to get there. And then maybe it will happen. Maybe it'll be a reality. The Rock didn't just walk in and be like, yo, my grandfather and dad are legacy.
Yeah.
Give me a title. Like, the fucker still had to go train. He still did indie shows back then. He still did all of that. He never once had the attitude of, I deserve this because who I was. When he was the shits and everyone hated him, he figured out how to make it work for him.
Right.
And anybody
Alex, part of Ireland, by the way. Sorry.
We saw that.
Anybody
Yeah,
who's
much love to
in-
Ireland, baby.
Anybody who's made it from wrestling into movies
Yeah,
they didn't do it because of how they looked. I would say 95% of the time, it's because they showed what the hell they could do in a wrestling ring. I mean, you got Cena's doing great things in the middle. Of course, The Rock, Batista, not quite as much. But let's be honest, Batista has not showed as much personality as those two guys.
Hold on.
right?
Now. Have you seen?
He actually, yeah, I haven't seen it, but the new one that just dropped with him and Momoa looks good.
I heard it. Yeah, I mean, don't get
There's
me
the one he did
wrong.
with Gruber, right? Or
Oh
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But
That
all I'm
one's fucking
saying is, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
When
charisma.
he was now, he's developing now because he's done well with the parts he's been given, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't just like pluck him. You know what I'm saying? So,
like she literally, it's like I'm just doing this till I get where. Like again, it's like I'm here. She looks at it as like WWE's benefiting because I'm here, and it's like no. All right, what do you got? You got some highlights here?
So it started because someone posted Rhea Ripley goes to her 7th WrestleMania in a row, and she's competed for a title at every one. That's huge. That's awesome. So she's competed for 6 different belts at her past 7 WrestleManias. And Rhea retweeted it and said, I guess I'm that bitch. And Jade Cargill says, no, boo, you were the second option. At me next time so I see it. So Rhea tagged 2 separate videos of like different years of Jade Cargill saying her dream match would be Rhea Ripley. And then Jade posted another video. It's too long. I don't know what she's talking about, but like of her as champion. I'm assuming talking shit about Rhea, and Rhea told her all she does is talk. That's literally it. And Jade said, talk like the hours you spend talking to creative. And then like all hell broke loose from there.
yeah.
Well, I mean, let's be fully real on this one. Jay was gifted a title that she didn't earn. That
she hasn't done anything since she won it.
Well, she keeps hurting people.
No, I'm just saying, even in AEW, she was gifted that title when everybody wanted Ruby to win it.
100%.
And then she comes to WWE and she gets gifted a bigger fucking title.
Yep.
And then can't defend it properly without hurting people. So I mean,
Jade said, I guess she'll do. A comment that I missed about Rhea when Rhea won Elimination Chamber. She tweeted it and said, I guess she'll do. And that's when Rhea posted her saying that Jade had said Rhea would be her dream.
Well, and so here's
I hate that they get so out of order on here.
Yeah. So Liv Morgan's like little vignette about why she chose Stephanie Vicker last night is a fucking great piece, because also it literally is pointing out that Jay was not even necessarily an option to her because she wanted to go after somebody who keeps talking about their past, because Liv doesn't live in the past, right? Liv lives from the now and the future. Like she's always going forward. So it was a great little promo package that Liv laid out last night. So it's not like Jade can say that this is, well, you're second choice. No, bitch, you're the second choice, because that Liv and Stephanie Vicker match is probably going to be fucking great.
Oh, it's going to be so
and
good.
Rhea's going to fucking bless the world.
So good, dude.
By putting you away, hopefully. Like, not
I
like
kind of.
Like,
I do kind of feel like they're going to take the strap off Stephanie at Mania. It's going to make me sad. I think they're going to. I think they're going to put it back on Liv.
They can put Stephanie in anything right now. Stephanie Vicker is literally fucking so good at what she's doing that they can put her anyways. Just as long as fucking Booker T never calls one of her matches again. My God, that.
I mean, I would say possibly one of the top women all times. She could be
probably
Stephanie Vicker.
Yeah. What I would like to see with Jade is somebody like a Natty do the same thing that William Regal did to Goldberg. And Tom remembers this. William Regal made Goldberg wrestle and just about got fucking fired for it. But I would love to see that. I would love to see somebody, and I'd love to see creative do it too, say, let's expose Jade for how bad she really is. I would love it.
I mean, to pop an ego is probably the hardest thing anybody in creative wants to do, because you've already built her up as like, oh, well, you're great, but sometimes you do need to burst that bubble, bring them to reality, bring them back to the fucking gym. And Natty's a good one. You're not wrong there, JR, especially considering like what she's been doing with Maxine Dupree.
Yeah.
Is fucking fantastic. Really, like, oh, you ruined Maxine's dream of holding a title so very quickly. Like, Natty's basically just ruined all that, and now is putting her through the fucking work, which is, I think, fucking great. That's the spirit of WWE. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like, if Vince was still involved, I will say this. You know, Jay would not have the same fucking ego because Vince probably would have pulled her aside and be like, the look is great, kid. But this fucking, you're not that great or whatever the fuck you say.
Well, and let's also kind of just be honest about what that title reign is for Jade. Really, it's just a last second fill in because Naomi got hurt.
Yep. Well, no, she didn't get hurt. She got she
got pregnant. Sorry.
Yeah. Preggers.
So, like, in all reality, if that didn't happen, Naomi was about to have some legs with that title. I don't think they were going to drop that anytime soon.
Even though you just absolutely don't enjoy her.
I'm not a huge, but the thing is, I was starting to enjoy her more with this just I don't give a fuck heel character she was pulling off towards the very end there before she got pregnant. Still not a huge fan. I think there's way better females in that locker room, but that's my personal.
I am.
That's my opinion. But I mean, again, if that didn't happen, Jade probably would have never had this gold in the first place.
No,
to this point. So it's like you definitely need to be like, hey, I should be thankful that I got to this position so quickly in a company that I really probably don't belong here. And I think now they're seeing it. And who knows, maybe this all blows over. But I mean, like Whitney was saying, reading some of that shit, you got like 4 fucking roster members involved in this shit now, online for the world to see. This is a little bit bigger now than just when Charlotte and Tiffany were going at it in the ring with a couple fucking comments.
That was so fun.
You know what I mean? This is blown past
and
that.
Now that Tiffy and what's his name broke up, you cannot convince me he was not in Charlotte's DMs.
Ooh.
Ludwig
Kaiser.
Can't convince me.
You mean the real Grande Americano?
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be a fun Mania match too. Fucking him versus fucking Jesus, I forgot his
Gable?
Chad Gable. I was like Grande.
Actually, what you see is night 1, Ludwig Kaiser versus Chad Gable, and then night 2,
Grande versus Grande.
Yeah, why not? Or vice versa. Fuck it. Who cares?
This match is brought to you by Taco John's. Guarantee if they do Grande versus Grande, I guarantee you it's gonna be some fucking Mexican food sponsoring that match that night at Mania. Watch.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Listen, I love the DoorDash commercial. I think it's funnier than hell. I think it's so stupid. I love it.
Also, the fucking singing tax commercial that Penta, Stephanie, and LA Knight did. What the fuck was that?
Last night too. I was like, "What is happening?
What was that?"
Who breaks up when you look like that? Either side, Ludwig.
Tiffy's body is really hot, but her face has got to go.
Well, so that's what I was just going to ask because I've heard this before, like that Tiffy's got and Tiff and Ludwig both have great bodies, but their faces ain't much to look at. That's what I've been hearing from people. I'm like, I don't know, man.
She's honestly a lot prettier without makeup, though. I think it's also the angles, though. The pictures with her new boyfriend, like those pictures are really cute, but she just has a terrible face.
Macho Slim is always going to be the best commercials. Tiffany has a face. Yeah, Mike just can't get past the chest, to be real honest with you. I think Mike's only seen it as high as the collarbones, to be real fair.
Loved her new gear.
He saw her fucking knee and he was done.
A little skin above or below the waist. My God.
This fucking guy. You guys know what this guy was doing to me last week?
No, because
JR, you know this. The Spotted in Rochester Facebook page.
Oh no.
Fucking Mike goes in there and is just tagging me in comments on random fucking posts on that thing. Just off the wall shit. Like, and then he tells me at the show Saturday that he was gonna do one about someone lady posted like missing her kid or some shit. And if anyone's seen him, and he's like, Luke, I think Luke said I shouldn't do it. I was like, dude, you gotta stop. I was like, I know too many people. I work for the fucking government. You gotta stop. It was funny though. He put some fucking fun. He put some gems up there. Anyways,
Jesus.
yeah, I don't know. What pretty people get sick of pretty people? Isn't that what they say?
No, well, that's what they say, and then also,
And
if
they
you show
come
me
for
a
the
hot chick, let's
uggos
see the
like
guy who's
us.
done fucking. Yeah, that's what it is, right? You show me a pretty gal, and I'll show you the guy who's done fucking in her. Or-
Yeah, that's the saying too.
I mean,
Either way, though, love to see some Jade Cargill get fired. That's where that all starts from.
so here's actually one thing I was thinking about when we were talking about this. So Jade gets to go from AEW to the main roster. Then they put Mariah May, who's clearly a higher fucking talent,
Right.
like probably even a better name recognition across the board for a lot of people if they were paying attention to Stardom or anything like that.
Right.
I know who she is from Twitter.
Yeah, well,
She's all over Twitter.
she
Yep.
is. Yeah,
And she was a collar and elbow girl too.
yeah.
Yep.
But then they repackaged her as Blake Monroe and then put her on NXT. And now I don't know how the fuck you salvage it now, because everything she's been doing with Jada Parker has been just dog shit down there from both sides. Like, I don't know who's writing this shit. It's been terrible to watch. The matches aren't good.
I
It's
mean,
not like they're not talented, but it's just like it's hard to watch.
HBK is looking old, guys. Have you seen him lately?
Oh
though?
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, Whitney.
No,
But
the
he's
one eye's
getting
starting to look
old.
real wonky. Like it's staring out the door almost. Like, hey man, retirement's right there. Like, just follow it. Maybe not book the shit. Maybe just help train people. You know, find another guy who can write this stuff, because NXT's gotten, I think, way worse since being on CW. Like, it's hard to tell because they keep bringing up, especially like women, to the main roster. You know, like Jordan Grace isn't there anymore. She's main roster technically. Like,
Valkyra, they brought Valkyra up pretty quick.
yeah, I mean, and Julia barely had a stop there. I mean,
Like,
so-
I think the true test is going to be how long does it take for them to pull Soruka up? Because
Yeah.
they want to do it. They
She's
want to
good.
do it right now.
well,
They
I mean,
want to do it so bad right now, but she's so heavy in their storylines right now that you can't pull her out right now. So it's like, when do they pull the trigger on that? And I bet I'd tell you, they used to do it. I'm sure, Whitney, you remember, because you probably went to some of these Raws after Mania back in the day. Like,
So
there used to always be like
Yeah.
a roster debut at the Raw after
Yeah.
Mania. Used to
well,
always
especially
be a
when they started doing,
Raw.
like the drafts so close afterwards, right? Because even that, it wasn't necessarily the Monday after Raw or WrestleMania, but it'd be the Raw after that. So like the second Raw after Mania was almost always the start of the draft when they started doing the two shows, which now doesn't even fucking matter because
I mean, maybe, but like
a
for
person has to switch shows for these fucking championship titles.
yeah, but for a few years there, I mean, probably a good like 8 years, someone always debuted on the Raw. That's why that's why there's such a story behind the Raw after Mania, because it
Mhm.
was, dude. When I was going, I'm sure, Whitney, you know,
Bless
back
you.
in those days, like when I went to 26, when I went to 28, 29, 30, and 32, I mean, those were a hot ticket. You had to be at the Raw after Mania because shit was going to go
just as
down.
big as Mania almost. Yeah.
I saw Brock Lesnar come back to the WWE in Miami. I saw Dolph Ziggler cash in with Big E and AJ Lee by his side in New Jersey. You know what I mean? I saw Warriors last time ever. That's weird. But at that same night, saw Paige become NXT and WWE Women's Champion. That was always a pie. I saw that was when Cass and Enzo debuted.
Yeah.
On Raw, and that was a huge pop. Like, they don't do that anymore, it feels like, and that's what's a bummer.
It is a bummer. I mean, they could, and I think Soul would be a
Up,
good
Jake?
choice. Jake Hudson's back
Hey, Jake.
in. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I think Soul's probably the biggest name that would probably come up for that. But again, you can't really spoil that roster much more in NXT, especially the women's side. I mean, it's been picked thin. I mean, because even Kiana James got a hell of a fucking run with Elimination Chamber on Saturday. I mean, she was in there for a lot longer than I think a lot of people thought she was going to be in there for. Because she also was not the first eliminated. So, which was Alexis Bliss, which is kind of weird. But
Yeah, but it was screwy. What? Because she got misted. Fucking Asuka, that bitch. Sorry, JR. Sorry, JR. Bliss is my girl, though. You know that. Like,
I
fuck
know.
that, dude.
I know.
I like Asuka, but I'll tell Asuka, fuck off with that shit.
Wait. So you got a call from Bob Ryan, or you got like a shout out from Bob Ryan? And also, Around the Horn doesn't exist anymore. That show's dead as a doornail. I'm glad you're doing okay, bud.
Yeah.
Bob
Anyway,
Ryan, though, from Boston Globe or whatever.
I'm gonna go.
Aw.
Can't breathe. I'm over it.
you can't breathe.
Then yawning.
Don't go dying.
I'm gonna go eat a bowl of cereal too.
Sounds like allergies. He
Just
called
sleep
me.
with this damn window open. I gotta stop doing that shit.
Yeah, God forbid it's warm enough for you to do that. Fuck you.
No,
We
it's
can't
not warm
open.
enough to do that. That's why I can't breathe. I'm sneezing. My nose is a mess. But
We can't open
Elsa
windows,
cuddles
yeah.
me, and we just like we were like cuddling last night. Like I was squeezing her. I'm so excited. I can't wait to lay down with her. Like Lane, who I've got Elsa. You know.
Okay. Oh, JR, did you have a question before Whitney leaves?
I don't think so.
Dipping out.
I
I
thought
booked
you-
my hotel though for May.
Oh, how's any talk from Coghlan's? How's things going? Everybody,
I need to go
hopped
down
up?
there. I have not gone down there because I'm gonna take tickets with me to the gym. I haven't been. I'm not drinking. I haven't been to the bar.
Well, you can still go there and socialize. All right.
Well, I know, but like last weekend, my grandma croaked, so like I dealt with that,
Yeah.
and then we had kids all weekend and dealt with that, and just I've got Dallas until Thursday, so it's just been
Well,
You can
All
go,
right.
You can take Dallas to the bar.
Today's actually Tina's birthday, so I should go down there and see her if
oh
she's
yeah,
there.
happy
Oh,
birthday,
yeah.
Tina
I
Coughlin.
love Tina. She's the best.
Yeah, we're looking forward to meeting everybody down there on the 21st of March
We a mess.
in Bull Pit, Illinois,
Yes.
the metropolis known as Bull Pit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm clearly exaggerating. All right. Well, thanks,
Okay.
Whitney.
I'll
Hope
see
you
y'all.
feel better.
Feel
Peace
better.
out, Whitney.
Finally, the dead weight is gone.
Oh, you're lucky you don't get stabbed.
I'm sure I will either March 21st or May 30th. I don't know. I'm sure if Mouse is still in chat. Hey, Mouse, can we arrange where I get stabbed by Whitney this time? So just punched in the dick. I mean, you know how much she loves to fucking punch me in the dick.
This is true.
Dumb bitch.
This is
Mm.
true.
So what's you put in our little show notes here, Ace, and I didn't get a chance to look this up, but 2026 Mania location in question? What's up with this? Like
Just hypothetically, because like
There's a war going on, Tom.
yeah,
I
are they gonna and this is nothing of like we're gonna talk about the
that's
actual lore.
2027 Mania though. I'm sorry, that's why it
Oh,
confused me.
sorry. But yeah, whatever. What I was talking about is like
That's huge news there, Jake. That's crazy. Why did he call you though?
because like sometimes these things go on for a few years.
True, I know.
And we're already seeing buildings in Riyadh getting blown up last night. So it makes you wonder if things either escalate or if there's just still things like that happening come time. Because again, too, you can't wait till the last minute with that kind of show. You're
Mhm.
gonna have to call it with a pretty good noticeably time for everyone was going to buy tickets and flights and hotels. Which again, if there's a current war going on and that area is kind of affected,
Right.
I don't know how many people are gonna be like, what sounds like a great vacation, guys. Let's go watch WrestleMania
Riyadh.
and some bombs. Like,
Well, and that's because I know, the
WWE's like, hey, we don't have to pay for pyro.
yeah, the Counter Strikes came. That's
so bad. That's so bad.
dark. Why are you saying that?
So bad.
You saved that for the fucking private chat, and then JR and I will tell you whether it's funny or not to put on.
Oh no, you don't say it. You still say it. It's just acknowledge it's bad though. But in all seriousness, though, it's a serious question to ask because we are getting very close to we're a year and a month away. So again, with a show of this size and with this thing just kicking off this week, and again, we've seen how long these things can go. Look at the Russia, Ukraine, to all that things. This probably won't be done in just a month. There is a legitimate possibility that this could go on to next year this time. this
Mhm.
conflict may still be happening, and it
Yeah.
may still be, even if things aren't really popping off, there still be travel bans. Like they called for everyone over there that doesn't need to be there to come back to the States immediately today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like with a show of this magnitude, how long do you wait before you take this situation serious if it doesn't look like it's going to let up and then pivot? And then do you go back to New Orleans, who is the rightful holder of that 2027 mania? Where do you pivot? How do
I
you do
mean,
that?
I was gonna say like there's probably multiple options, right? So the Twin Cities has obviously been craving a fucking mania. We were supposed to get the first ever 2-night SummerSlam. We're gonna get that this year, but obviously they already did New York City or MetLife with that. Yeah, you could go New Orleans, you could go Vegas for 3 years in a row. People have started saying Indianapolis is a fucking possible home because of Lucas Oil Stadium.
I think that one's signed. They just haven't said what year, but I do think that's been signed.
I mean, here's my problem with Indy though.
It's McAfee.
It's still a
fine.
minor sports market. It has literally the Pacers, the Colts, and the Fever. Like that's, I mean, and you got like some soccer, or whatever, but it does not have hockey. It does not have baseball. It's just not. It's not a 4-sport market. It's not. I mean, it'd be almost like trying to go to Milwaukee to put fucking Mania there. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense in my mind. The stadium's big and the stadium's huge. I know the Super Bowl's been there, but again, it's just not
Well,
big in my mind.
I can say from like experience of going to Mania though, when you haven't been, you do underestimate really the number of people who come from all over the fucking world for that, and that's their
Yeah,
yearly
I understand that.
vacation. So like it does actually. I mean, this you look at the numbers these cities make hosting this shit. You get why these cities are bidding
Mhm.
to get the Super Bowl, to get WrestleMania, because the fucking economy is nothing but hopping when these fucking places come calling. You know what I mean? So like, I think it would go well for Indy, and I think that the big sell too is it would be a really big draw there because again, it's someplace that's not a poppin' place like Miami, like New York, like LA, like Vegas, where you don't need a mania there. You still know that place is going to be a fucking vibe. It's always hopping down there. Like it's always, you know what I mean?
I think
Where,
Nashville's a better vibe though. Like if you're looking in that,
oh, and they're going to do Nashville for sure too when that stadium's built. Like, you know, they're going to, and that stadium's going to be the tits. And like right by downtown, like Nashville's a great city for mania.
right?
Like that's the other thing. You got to find like the right, like New York is awful. Like we went to 29 when it was Jersey, New York, and it fucking sucked. We stayed in Jersey, like 10 minutes from the stadium. Want to go into the city? It took like we had to drive to the fucking like train station in Jersey, get on that fucking train, hop on another one to get to where we wanted to go. And it's just like fucking exhausting. Where you go to like Miami, like the longest thing you got to do is go from downtown to South Beach, which you guys know that ain't shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You go to New Orleans and really it's basically just go to fucking the top of Bourbon Street and walk all the way down and you're basically at the stadium and the arena. It's everything is there. You go to those cities where everything, like Minneapolis is going to be a good city for SummerSlam because everything is basically downtown.
Yeah.
You can really walk it and it's not an issue. You go to New York, you're fucking taking trains, you're driving cars, you're taking buses, you're paying for all this shit. And that's why Nashville's going to be a wonderful place for it. That's why I would love to go back to New Orleans.
Well,
I
and
thought about it when they said it was originally going to be there. Like Seattle, cool place, but those stadiums, they're not like they're like away from being downtown.
well, and Seattle is also kind of it's a weird space, like in general, how it's kind of set up there, because it's not packed in. Like there's a downtown, but it's not like like Minneapolis downtown where the parameters. Like this is where things are going to be. It can be kind of sprawled out, but also you got to look at and my biggest worry with Indianapolis is the fact of is that international airport big enough, right? Because Kansas City, right? Like there's talks about that, like the Chiefs getting a new stadium, so people like, well, what about Kansas City for a future big wrestling event? Kansas City International is the smallest international airport in the history of the world, right? Like I'm sure a lot of people have watched Ted Lasso. Every time they say that he's taking a flight from London to Kansas City. I'm like, no, he's not. No one in the right mind has a fucking direct flight anywhere in the world directly to Kansas City. Not only because it's middle of the fucking US, but it's so fucking small. You can't possibly be like, yeah, we can definitely fit in a jumbo jet from fucking London right now. No way. So again, that's my only fear with Indianapolis is the fact that it's just never like airport usage is going to be a huge thing, right? Like Dallas is one thing because you have DFW International, but you also have Dallas Loveland. Like you have multiple technical international airports in that area. So that's why AT&T, obviously AT&T Stadium being so massive anyways, Cowboys, all that sort of stuff. And there's a lot of things to do in that area. Like Arlington literally made it. You don't need to go to Dallas proper or Fort Worth proper. Like there's an area here to just fucking party. So, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see because again, we're living in a crazy world. Tensions are high. It's hot out there in the streets right now. You know what I mean? And this all just things are just beginning with this conflict. But again, history shows more often than not these things take a period of time to settle down. And again, you don't have because again with the show this size, you can't wait the full year till like 4 weeks out and then be like, oh, we gotta pull the plug. Like they're gonna if this escalates, if this gets intense, they're going to have to start talking possible plans in the next few months.
Well, we already know that as far as Iran's counterstrike against the initial attack, they did focus on Qatar, Emirates. They did hit in or around Riyadh as well. So, I mean, that's the biggest fucking problem is the fact that it won't settle down. And you're right. Like it won't be next week. This thing's fucking done. Like we're talking regime change, and it's not like not Chavez, but down there in Venezuela. It's not like you're just taking him out and trying to establish something. I mean, you're now saying you're taking out clerics, you're taking out military, political leaders. That's what you're going to need to do to make sure Iran is not under the same Sharia law, if you will. It sounds what they're trying to go for. So,
yeah, it's gonna be crazy because again, too, borders might end up being closing. Like there may be a no travel to that certain part of the world from here come that time. You know what I mean? We don't know what the future's hold, but again, the point is like this is a massive event. You have to give this proper time if you're going to do a move.
Mm-hmm.
What does that proper time look like? Is it 6 months out? Is it 9 months out? Is it 3 months out? Which is fucking ridiculous because you think tickets would be on sale 3 months out, and you just once tickets are for sale, I feel like your hands are tied.
Well, let's put it this way: they've gone to Las Vegas now 2 years in a row. Wouldn't be that hard to say, okay, let's just do it there again.
True.
So, I mean, that is the one kind of.
I feel like they could also just go back to New Orleans. I feel like New Orleans was probably like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, this should have been us. Why are you going back to Vegas? This should have been us. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You were just there. Like, we've done this twice. You like us.
I mean, it does feel like a slap in the face to take it away and then possibly bring it back. Obviously, things change, and who's to say that the Superdome hasn't decided to go their own different route and just say, fuck you, we're going to book someone else.
Is it Superdome or is that the Silverdome? I don't remember.
No, Silverdome was in Pontiac, Michigan, man. Come on.
That's the one that Hogan couldn't remember what the fuck he was in.
I'm not Hogan, baby.
It's good to be back in the Silverdome. Everybody's just like,
oh, you old fuck.
Fucking Stone Cold. This good to be back in the Superdome or the Silverdome. That shit was hilarious because when he said it, it was literally like, why are they giving the old man a mic, dude? This is crazy. He hasn't been in there more than 2 minutes and he's already fucking doesn't know where he's at. Like, what the fuck? Dude, you know what I forgot watching that back this weekend? Like, I don't know, like probably like 10 seconds into Rock starting his promo, they do a pan over because there was a jet right in front of where we were sitting for New Orleans 30. And like literally you can see JR, me, and Lou, and then like the other two guys with like point blank just fucking like, yeah.
Oh wow.
I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Like you can like clearly see us. Like That's kind of cool. It was right after The Rock was talking too, so I was like, "That's right, The Rock,"
Yeah.
because that
You
was a
get to
genuine
watch
surprise.
yourselves again.
That was a genuine surprise because
Yeah.
I think we knew Austin was there, but no one knew Rock was there. So that's why when his music hit, people like really freaked out. But yeah, and then watching that Brock fucking Taker match again. Oof. That was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, though. That's how it goes.
So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with Mania and what just happens in the world here as we go on. But yeah, interesting. The other only thing I had on there was that oh
Avoiding
snap. Real quick, I just saw this and I think this is cool. Card subject to change. Our good friends Chris and the boys over there. They
Chris
got
and
they got Santana Jackson
Oh,
coming
no
out the
kidding.
show soon. Yeah, y'all don't know who Santana Jackson is. Better go check that shit out because if you want to be entertained, so that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be fun. I might even be on a upcoming episode here with the card subject to change, guys.
Big deal. I've been on it. No big deal.
Yeah, it'll be cool to hang out. Yeah, but I didn't get to do it when you guys did it. I was so busy.
Well, boo fucking who.
Wow, for fucking real. I want to enjoy
Well, and
it.
they also know to go with Top Shelf before they go with Big Ace, huh? You know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah, they're like, hey, well, who's the fucking? We haven't done him. We've done the other guys twice now, so like, I get it. It's a pity ask, but I'll take it.
Anybody who has a podcast out there involving wrestling, Ace wants to be on it.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I'm excited.
He's
to be
begging
on
you. He's begging you to be on
No,
the podcast.
it's funny. No, it's funny because JR, you know this. The first wrestling podcast I was a part of, like, I did get asked by other shows.
Oh,
to
yeah.
come on as guests, and my co-host at the time, literally after like the 5th show, was like, "Hey, Ace, do you want to come on our show sometime?" And yeah. Hey, how come no one ever asked me to be on their show? And I was literally like, because you're a fucking dick.
You're a dick, yeah.
I mean,
Well.
you are still a dick, but we weren't talking about you. Oh,
Oh
sorry.
no, trust me, Tom. If you would have been around these times, you would have been like, "No, I get it."
I'm sure I would have.
Actually, I don't think you two would have got along back then.
No.
He's different now, so maybe I don't talk to him still. But back then, when I was like, "Go fuck yourself," yeah, I think you two would be like,
Probably. I'm kind of just sick and tired of people's bullshits nowadays, man.
he was
Dumb.
he's that kind of guy that like, you're never gonna be right, and he will fight you to the death to prove that you're never gonna be right if you disagree with him. And it's just
weird.
like,
it's weird because normally I bring facts. You know, like I don't need to be right if I have fucking facts.
oh no, but he'll do the same. And unfortunately, like, he will look shit up and it's annoying.
Mm.
So you do have to be on your toes, but like, he will just refuse. And then after so long, he will just fucking just badger until you're like, fucking whatever, dude. Like,
Yeah.
fine. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was funny though, because he literally one day was just like, "How come no one asked me to be on their show?" And literally, I was just like, "Because you're a dick, dude." Like,
you know how you're a dick and you're also boring and that
Dude.
you're into this fucking bullshit.
oh, dude, no lie. If I was doing this show with you two when I had that show going, and we were getting the traction that show was starting to get, and we were going on the Mania trips, we would have been fucking this show would have been huge by now. Because here's the deal: at that time, like, the YouTube wrestling world was really just popping off, right?
Mhm.
Like the vloggers and all that shit. And there was like 4 that were like, they were pulling in, 20K views or more on their videos when they were doing their WrestleMania vlogs and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, we would run into these guys all the time at the WrestleCons, at fan access, Hall of Fame, at all these things we were going. We were running into them multiple years, to the point that like the second year, I'm like, cool, man, their numbers are way better than ours. We could only benefit by being cool with them. So I just introduced myself, like, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I've seen you guys' videos. It's good, cool content. Like, we're a podcast. I try to introduce this dude, and he just like is kind of like, "Yeah, hey, what's up, man?" and walks away. And there's like 5 of these guys, and I'm just like, anyways, so like, what would you got? And like, was hitting it off to the point that like every year now we would run into each other and they'd always be like, "Oh hey, oh yeah, and the Ace, you know." And then one year at the New Orleans year, a couple of them came to the Kaiju Big Battle show, and they were late, and I was getting a beer when they walked in, and we were on stage. It was in an auditorium, so the Bring was on stage, and we had VIP seating on stage, and then there was the auditorium, but like half of it was empty.
Mm.
So when they walked in, I was like, "You guys should just come up on the stage." Just nobody's checking the tickets. Like everybody involves backstage because they're all wrestling. Because it was
Right.
all wrestlers working the show too. Then, and so they did. So then they like put me in the video at one point, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's PBI guy Ace. Oh, shout out to PBI guy." And in my head, I'm like, "Dude, this is like a 3-year build of me just being cool with these guys, and now like we're getting a shout out on one of their videos that's gonna get at least 20K views." And like homeboy's still like, "What are they gonna do for all?" And I'm just like, "You're such an idiot." Or if I would have had you guys would have understood that, and y'all would have been like, "Fucking, oh yeah, chop it up, let's chop it up." And the next thing you know, we're gonna be collabing and shit because you guys get it. And this,
I mean, I do hate most people, but yeah, I understand how this is supposed to be a business.
and that's such a lie. Tom's the biggest fucking networking dude out of all of us
Oh God, yeah.
in the public.
Ah, fuck
You know what I mean?
Don't no stick to kayfabe, you fucks.
But-
I hate everybody. I don't like anybody.
But that's the thing, though. And JR, you saw some of those shows. You heard some of the shows. You were around when we were doing some of this shit, and we were getting traction. And like, dude, if it would have been like me and you doing it, and then the thing is, like, if that would have happened, who knows if you would have ever done Steel Toe and then eventually met Tom. But the point is, if I had you two with me doing all that shit, like I promise you, we would have been like way bigger in this wrestling media world.
Well, that
Not that we're not, y'all. Not that we're not, y'all.
That Rabblecast thing too was you guys were at the cutting edge of that shit,
dude. That was insane. That was dude. This is, I mean, I forget. Like we all talk about how like God, I can't believe we've been doing the two count this long. Like it doesn't feel like that many years, but it's been a chunk of years. But the thing is like we have fun doing it. We still love wrestling, so we want to talk about it. So why not? You know what I mean? But like you never know what will come out of it.
Yeah.
And that was the thing with Rabble, dude. That was such a like we thought it was a fake email at first. Like I'm reading it and I'm like, this is some like fucking fake shit. You know, like how now you'll get like always like an IG message of like, we think you could be an ambassador for our brand. It's like, dude, you got like 2 followers. Like you probably sent this out to 1 million people. It's a bot. It's not even real. So like read it and I was just like, homeboy kind of was like, yeah, whatever. That doesn't sound real either. Yeah, whatever. I started Googling and researching and I'm like, oh shit, no, like that's a like legit, like it's a trademark name.
Yeah.
It's like they got a startup site. They're based in Nashville. So I was like, all right. So I replied and it was just like, yeah, hey, like we're interested to hear what you have to say. Like, this sounds very cool. And they got back to us and we're like, yeah, dude, let's set up a meeting. And like, literally, we had a phone call with them. And it turned out somehow one of the 2 guys' kids stumbled on the podcast. It was a wrestling fan and stumbled on our podcast and started listening and liked it. And in case you guys don't know what Rabble was, I don't think it's still running. I don't think it ended. I think it ended. It was a website where broadcasters can go and do their own audio broadcast. So like Tom's a fucking big Wolves guy. What's the top one? Twins.
I could probably do basketball better than most sports.
You played it. That's what I figured.
Yep.
So like if Tom's like, dude, I hate hearing the guys on TV doing the T-Wolves game, but a lot of people love me and follow me. Cool. Guess what? I have a site on I have a page on Rabble where you can come. I will do my own play-by-play while the game is live so you guys can listen to it while watching the game. So the whole thought was like someone's going to sit at home, shut the audio off on the TV, and then turn you on. So they're getting your thing. And then they can interact, I think, in the chat if you're live.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also a good way for like high schools and colleges who didn't have like an actual broadcast. So that was kind of their whole thing. And they were just like, we think wrestling's a great market for things like this. And really at the end of the day, it was like a podcasting hosting site, but like you can do it like kind of live. And they were like, yo, we'll pay you.
But it was play by play basically, right?
There was
commentary during the live event.
We did our own commentary. We tried to be as we kind of made it known that like we talked to them and we're like, well, like we don't want to do just like our own play by play. Like we're not that. We're a show. We have character behind us. We're not just sports guys. So like they knew like it was going to be like our own commentary and left it at that.
Yeah.
We didn't talk like we were doing play by play. We talked about what was going on. It was more live reaction.
Yeah.
I think it was. But like it worked. Like I saw a thing pop up today of memory on Facebook, and it was actually from that, and it was like a quote that they made in their promotional shit from one of our shows. It was something ridiculous. We were talking about how like Flair probably has like 1 million kids all over the world that he just doesn't even acknowledge. And then it led to the whole point of like there's a town that's just called Flair Town, and it's just all his fucking kids that he won't acknowledge, and they all just walk around, woo, like that's the only language in the town. And it was the quote of somewhere there's a Flair Town where all they do is say woo to each other. It was shit like that. I mean, and we sometimes call a match a little bit, but the thing is, these guys were like, yeah, dude, well, I think it was like a 3-month thing. They paid us per episode. We would then like also like, I don't remember because there was an editing factor to it too that that other guy did, but like, yeah, they paid us. And then this was like right before 32 Mania in Dallas. And I kind of was just like, they do a thing called WrestleCon. And it pulls really big numbers with wrestling fans because it's a ton of people doing autographs, people selling shit, podcasts. I think it'd be smart for you guys to have a booth and let people see. And I told them, like, what we can do is the network was around by this time. Yeah. I was like, we can pull the network up on my laptop and have our full recording studio set up. And like, they can come call a match right here live because then it archived everything. And then we would just give them the link to the site and they can go download what they just did at WrestleCon.
Yeah.
So they were like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so getting a bunch of wrestling fans just slobbering onto a mic. Yeah, all right.
Oh yeah, a lot of disinfectant. But they ended up paying for, like, I think our hotel, the convention, and flight. Maybe not flight, maybe half flight. I don't remember. They definitely paid for the lodging for the week. They definitely covered the WrestleCon cost, but because of that, I think we got like all access. And then they also sent one of their guys out to kind of just be with us, to be a company man, which was fine. He didn't witness any of the bullshit that went down those 2 days. I made sure I didn't let any of that happen when he was around, so he didn't see any of that shit. But this guy was like blown away, dude, because like as soon as like the doors opened and fans started walking around and they came up to be like, "What's this?" And as soon as we were like, "Well, have you ever thought about how you want to like could be maybe Jerry the King Lawler or Jim Ross? Like, you think you could be a play-by-play or commentator?" Yes, I would love that.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. And like, dude, legit, we had fans that were constantly coming up. They were like, "You guys don't even understand. Like, I want to go to broadcasting school just because I want to do play-by-play for Redden." And we're like, "Okay, cool. Well, you can start now."
Mm-hmm.
And pick a match. So they pick a show, pick a match. We record it. We give them the link. Dude, this guy's like, "What the fuck?" Because we had it was hopping, dude.
Yeah.
To the point that like we had wrestlers being like, "What the fuck is going on over here?" And the second day, our booth neighbor, first day, very sad. Booth neighbor never showed.
I
think 2 days later we found out China had passed. It was supposed to be China that was at that booth. Yeah, it sucked because I was like, dude, that's someone I never thought I'd get to meet, and we would have been hanging out all day next to her. The next day was Billy Gunn next to us. So you talk to them. It was Billy Gunn to our right and some fucking wrestling underwear company that makes underwear, like tight, whitey-tighty underwears, but they're all designed after wrestling trunks. So I had like the Rick Rude ones. They gave me a free pair. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
I always walked around with his airbrush face on my dick.
Hell yeah. But then like, yeah, Billy Gunn, the two kids, the two boys, which is why, like, Tom, you were with me when I talked to them at that club. And they remembered me from this day, and then his wife, and like we were just chatting it up, and they were so nice, so kind to us. But at a certain point, the boys were like, "So let me get it straight. Like we could do play by play." We're like, "Yeah, do you guys want to do a match?" So they're like, "Yeah." So they come and record a match, and it's fucking. They did them. It was the New Age Outlaws versus Too Cool.
Oh, great.
You got Billy Gunn standing behind them, watching them. Both Scotty Too Hottie and Grandmaster Sexy are there. They come over. The only one we were missing was Road Dogg. And then at some point, Matt Stryker comes over, and they're all just hanging out watching. And now we're building. Like, there's fans everywhere. Also, the first day we were there, Homeboy's girlfriend at the time got some people to come to some interviews with us. Like, we interviewed, like, Taylor Hendricks. We interviewed Terry Reynolds. Oh. Whoo! And then
Calm down.
the best one, though, because Homeboy loved me. we sat with Savio Vega for like 45 fucking minutes. He came over with his coffee and sat in our booth so we could interview him, and he just kept fucking talking. And the best part of that was, like, the guy, my partner, he's like strictly like Attitude Era on. He knows nothing of the old eras. Nothing. So, like, Savio Vega didn't mean really shit to him. He knew who he was, but that was like it.
Yeah, if you don't know early Stone Cold, which is still kind of new generation, maybe on the border of, like Savio Vega does not ring in your ears.
Right, dude. So, and like, I'm like, dude, I love all the Latin people because, I'm half. So I'm like, well, let's go.
Did he tell you you're fucking lying about the half?
No, well, I did. I did tell.
And then
while talking, I don't like it. Didn't probably because my old partner probably brought it up because he thinks oh, hey, he's a Latin guy. He's so it did somehow come up, but like I was like, yeah, no, my mom's Mexican, and he's like, really? Oh, you don't? I'm like, yeah, I know. But dude, he fucking loved us. But like, my partner didn't contribute like really shit to that interview because he knew nothing of this guy. We got like 15 minutes, and dude, like, done. He's like, I have nothing else to ask this guy, and I'm just like, you're a fucking schmuck. So I asked like 4 more questions, and then I was like, hey, before you go though, I know everyone's heard the fucking story. It's famous. But I want to, and I've heard you talk about it. I go, but I want to hear you talk about it in person. Like, I'm selfish. I'm a fan. I go, so I want to hear about the night you and Stone Cold had a strap match and the power in the arena went out. And you guys still had to go. And his eyes just went boom. And he's like, yeah, brother. And he just fucking went off, and then it turned into like a 45-minute interview. And then the next morning, he's across the aisle from us. He comes in next morning with his coffee, and he's just, hey, brother, what's up? Like, hey, what's up, Savio? Like, dude, he was the fucking best. Like, we had that. It was such a great thing that was so taken over by just darkness that happened that weekend. That really is unfortunate because that was. For me, that was the time of my life, dude. I got to meet the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I got to finally go into the fucking mecca of AT&T Stadium. I know. Shut up, Tom.
I didn't say a word. I'm just looking over here like.
And WrestleCon was like legit. It was cool. Like, dude, I got to talk to Matt Tremont, which I'm a huge Matt Tremont fan. I always have been. This is the first time I saw him in CZW. So to have like just a one-on-one, just casual conversation with him, that was super cool. Again, Terry Reynolds, dude, one of my first crushes. When she came out with Gold Dust as what was it? Is it Marlena? Yeah. Dude, that was the first time I think I met Victoria, who then that ended up having history. And just, yeah, dude, we got to met Shelton Benjamin for the first time. It was like, dude, fucking Gophers, baby. He's like, hell yeah, is it Melina that used to do the splits with Johnny Moon?
Yeah.
Dude, I had like a 20-minute conversation with her. She was like the sweetest thing in the world. Dude, it was cool. Like, because they knew we were vendors. So everybody was like really cool with us because we weren't just, we had the vendor badges. So it was just like, dude, like I said, should have been, we got to watch. That was the weekend that fucking Beefcake like ended up in the fountain of the hotel lobby. And like, we got to watch the first hours of that where he was just like the Nasty Boys were trying to calm him down. He was so fucking drunk. We were just like 2 tables over, just drinking a beer. Like, what the fuck? dude.
If the Nasty Boys are trying to calm you down, you probably have done something fucking terrible.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. YouTube would have fucking loved it. Like, we just went to the hotel bar after the last day of WrestleCon to have a beer with the guy that Rattle sent to us, who turned out to be super cool, and he loved us. We went and had a couple drinks with him, and like, dude, like all the fucking wrestlers who were doing signings came to the bar too. So they were just fucking everywhere, and it was just like we were just, but like, dude, we were watching Brutus the whole time. Like, dude, he's already away, and then like 2 hours later, we leave, and there's the video online of him fucking dancing around in the fucking big ass waterfall pond in the lobby of this hotel in downtown. And this is the hotel that has the fucking, you know what I'm talking about, Tom? That fucking green fucking thing that you can go up in it. Like, that's the hotel. So it's a massive hotel downtown, and he's just full on clothes, shoes on, everything. The lobby people are like, "Can you get out of our fountain, sir?" And he's just wasted.
Of course he is, because
then he killed a man and buried him behind a bone alley.
There you go.
And he admitted to it on air, like he's fucking Marty Jannetty.
Oh my god, that fucking guy. Anyways, what a show. Good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? We got nothing next week, I think. Is it the week after, Tom? Are we 2 weeks out from the first APW show?
Just over a week away. Yeah. So the 14th, we will be in Algona, Iowa, the fraternal home of APW for Badger Brawl, which I don't know why it's called that. I've literally done more work for this company than Badger will probably ever, but
Stop
sure.
That. Stop that.
Let's name it after him. Let's not call it the top shelf.
As soon as you get a heart, you get one.
I have heart. It's been working fine for 42 odd years, motherfucker.
Knock on some fucking wood after you saying that statement.
I know,
bro.
that's so fucking mean.
That's a whole lot of bad juju you just put out in one sentence.
I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, not only this weekend, March 14th, but we're looking forward just a couple more weekends away. Winter Brawl Classic, the 28th. But before that, we got the very special show at Coughlin's there in Bull Pit, Illinois.
Yeah,
they are headlining, myself working it. Ace is going to be our host. Whitney and Lane doing VIP service for the people who want to spend the money to sit up front, watch us do our thing. I mean, if it's anything like Bismarck, man, we're going to have a fucking hell of a night. That's for damn sure. So, and then the 28th, we got big nights for both Madhouse and Absolute. Absolute with Winter Brawl Classic. The winner of the Winter Brawl Classic this year will be the new APW heavyweight champion. You see Alvin Falcone there front and center. He's looking to become double champion or at least retain his title. Open weight title is on the line that night as well. So lots of stuff there in Waterloo. And of course, Madhouse making their debut at Big Mama's in Des Moines that night. If you need tickets for that, it is, where's that link? It's somewhere up here. God damn it. They buried it.
I'll tell you what, between the two shows going on March 28th in Iowa, you're going to have some of the best wrestlers in the Midwest in the state of Iowa on March 28th. Solid fucking lineup. Look at this. You got fucking Alvin Falcone, you got Shanky, you got Lars, you got Clay Cooper.
Make his APW debut, Clay Cooper.
Madhouse Tag Team Champion. Gonna be without him. That's all right. Can use a break sometimes from them Cooper boys. They get a little out of hand sometimes. They were outlandish at the school show, guys. It was crazy.
Oh, I can imagine. But that's the link right there. If you
and then like
here we go.
A whole fucking winter brawl, guys. 30 guys in a ring. So that's gonna be huge. And then we got Madhouse in Des Moines at Big Mama's. This thing is gonna be a big show too. AJ Smooth, ZK47, Rudy Hell, None More Violent, the Hale Twins, Ryan Slade. We got Jimmy Wild, Devon Monroe's making their debut. Of course, the champ's coming, Corbin right there. And then we just had it announced. Max Chill, we now know who his opponent's going to be that night, and it's going to be the debuting Free Range Kara, making her Madhouse debut around March 28th. I'll tell you what, us Minnesotans seem to be taking over Madhouse. I mean, we brought them up here, and they get nothing but love, and now they're bringing a bunch of us down to Des Moines to show them what we do.
Yeah, May 30th will be the next Madhouse show in Minnesota there in Rochester. Sold Out is the title of that event. Obviously, Tim Nell is going to be involved with that one. Darren Corbin should be there. I'm sure Heavy Metal Lore says their group is now called Sold Out. Obviously, if you weren't there for the last Rochester show of last year, big time chicanery. We got 2 titles in that group, so Sold Out May 30th.
Yeah, and not to undersell either, at that APW show, there's going to be a new champion crowned.
Yep, that's what I said. Or the Winter Pro Classic.
Huge things going on both sides of that show. I think AEW's in Iowa in the state that same night. So again, it's a great night for professional wrestling on March 28th in the state of Iowa. You have no fucking reason, Iowa, to not be at a show. Let me tell you this. You have no reason. There's so many fucking options because, to be honest, there's probably another 1 or 2 going on in the state that we're just not talking about because we don't know what they are. We're just talking about who we work with, and then obviously
we pay like that. Fuck that.
So again, no reason to not be at a show on March 28th in the state of Iowa. Okay, if you're a wrestling fan, show up, support all these places.
Well, I can't go because I have to be the announcer for the 30th annual kindergarten through 8th grade state wrestling tournament in Rochester.
Yeah, JR is the
I
voice
have
of wrestling.
Is it so weird that that's not happening the same time as Mania now?
It is, but they changed it because of where Easter falls this year, because they also have the girls tournament that I'll be doing the following Friday and Saturday, which
in Rochester?
Yep. Which is
April
Easter
34th,
weekend.
huh?
And watch, I won't even hear from JR.
Well, you probably won't because I'll just be doing that shit.
And then he's got to get.
You drive home, or do they put you up?
I will stay down there on Friday, but usually I don't get out of there till 8:30.
Okay, so we can still go get food after that.
Yeah, I guess.
What a curmudgeon! What a piece of
What a
shit!
fucking piece of shit!
Listen, Ace.
I guess I'll hang out with my friend that I don't get to see all the time. I'll come to
Food
you.
around you. Go fuck yourself.
I'll bring the food to you. Just bring like your thing so we can watch wrestling or something.
Yeah, we'll do something. But anyway,
we'll eat some gummies and have a good night.
There you go. Well, see, I can't do that shit because then I won't wake up.
Well, I'll eat some
JR's
gummies
praising
and
the
have a good night.
OD on gummies.
No, I don't want. I'm not
The
going
little-
to OD.
The little kids are just, where is he? He's in
Where's our announcer?
He's sleeping it off, kids.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. All of the folks that came in new, fresh, and watched us and subbed. We
Globally,
appreciate
too.
the living crap out of y'all.
Hell yeah. Subscribe, follow, whatever it is. Come back next week.
I know we had somebody from Canada, somebody from Colombia, somebody from Ireland. So it's slowly but surely, you guys. Slowly but surely. That's all we can ask for.
We are worldwide, everybody.
A little bit of love.
It's the worldwide top shelf style.
Because we love you.
We
Anyway.
love you.
Anyway, thank you, everybody. Have a great week. We will see you next week. Oh, by the way, are we able to announce our guest?
Oh, yeah. Let's announce it.
I guess in a while. So this is.
Well, yeah, it's been a minute. So I got. I only got
the media rights ready or coming next week.
I'll just fuck that for now.
Well, and we also don't have a photo, so I'll get something. But yes, we have 2 upcoming guests. Hopefully, we'll have some more. I got to get back onto the messagings. But yeah, next week we got. You've seen him. I worked with him in Social Experiment. That's how I got to meet him. Very wonderful guy, amazing talent. Just fun to be around too. You've seen him in GCW having a crazy feud with KJ Orso over there in GCW. You've seen him on AEW. Sam Stackhouse is coming on the show.
Excellent.
We could talk about how we both worked a show where the promoter's car got stolen. He was at that show. He also just did, I was telling these guys, he just did like he was involved in a bagel eating competition against Joey Chestnut. a few weeks back, so we're gonna ask about that.
Famous professional leader.
Fuck yeah, but yeah, no, dude. That's a huge one. It's a huge one. We got that, and then we got another great guest the week after that. Which I don't care. We can say it if you want. There's no.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
We got it. We have a yearly check-in with this man, so it's only fitting that we do it next week. And it's a kind of fitting. Tom pointed out that's a whole lot of ginger on what apparently I guess would be considered a ginger day, because I didn't know that was St. Patrick's Day. But we're gonna have the yearly update,
March 17th,
with Darren Corbin on March 17th.
AEW champion,
not AEW.
Madhouse champion.
That's what I meant.
Maybe someday.
That's what I meant.
Either way, though, that's two great guests. We'll work on some more. It'll happen now that we're getting back into shows and seeing everybody. So I heard some names possibly for Bridge City.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna want to stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
All the fun stuff is right here on the 2 Count, everybody.
We love it. We let you know. We let you know. We love you. Bye-bye. See you next week.